Now I would request Novaplantis Pvt Limited to come up with their pitching. I would request all the startups to kindly finish it within 5 minutes, please, as it was said earlier.
Okay, hello, good evening. Respected delegates and ladies and gentlemen. So today I am here not just presenting a startup, but rather a concept about India owning its plant intellectual property in the international arena. So as you can see from the title of the slide, from biodiversity to value-added export products. Hi, my name is Arnab Ghosh. I'm presenting Novaplantis Pvt Limited. We are a horticultural startup which focuses on particularly developing new varieties of plant and producing them in a scaled up manner through plant tissue culture and bioreactor systems. So let us focus on where India is standing in the present situation in the ornamental global market. As you can see, the 2025 estimate for the global ornamental market was $70 billion US, with broader value chain ranging up to 110 billion. Now, India's export in 2025 was 88.6 millions, but when we look into the plant import story, then we see a very drastic image. There, from 2023 to 2013 to 2023, we can see a 314% increase, and that tells India's net importer story. Another interesting figure, you can see that when we see into the plant variety protection scenario, we can see that India holds only less than 1% of plant patents in the world, whereas China is beating us by 54%. Now, what we exactly do? Let me give you a visual example. Now, this is a plant that we see growing abundantly around us. This is alocasia, or in Bangla as we call it mankochu, or in Hindi mankand. Now, this is a plant people won't pay say 5-10 rupees for. But if we decide to tweak it with its DNA and growth pattern, we find something like this. New leaf shape with new color, and when we decide to grow them in our greenhouse, we get alocasias, normal alocasias with this kind of patterns, which generates thousands and hundreds to thousands of euros on a per plant basis. Now, when I say plant protection, what do I exactly mean? Breeding, plant breeding is such a field that Europe and China right now holds maximum of the plant patents in the world. Plants like petunias that we cultivate in the winters, say for an example, a single seed of petunia costs 50 paisa or something like that. Now imagine you are paying 10 paisa per seed to the breeder who has bred that particular variety. Now, this room is full of business people. Tell me one thing, if I'm selling a product for 10 rupees and I am earning royalty from it, say even if it is a 50 paisa royalty from this particular product for coming 20 to 25 years, and which model is more profitable? Definitely the second one is. The international plant market has moved to that particular area. Now, our innovation platform is supported by two main pillars: building advanced plant genome engineering pipeline and scalable production platform, so that we can stably produce those particular beauties for the export market. Our pathway is very simple and straightforward: discover, innovate, protect, and commercialize. So we have started our journey in 2026, beginning of 2026, and till now we are working with 58 different varieties. We have developed 8 elite breeding programs, produced 50,000 plants, and 5 million. We have a 0.5 million annual production capacity. Now, why West Bengal and why now, to be very honest? The answer is pretty straightforward. West Bengal is the only state in India, and to be very honest, only region in the world, very few others are there, where you will get an alpine region in the north, a coastline in the south, a laterite hot and dry zone in the west. and multiple soil types. And don't forget the biodiversity that we have in India. Now, I have shown you an example about alocasia, normal kochu, with which we can do multiple examples. Now just imagine what we can do with the biodiversity of our state. The need of the hour is very straightforward: export-oriented ecosystem, policy support and strategic investment from the government and the industry, and e-greenhouse innovation clusters. I'm very happy to announce this, that we are a company which, as I said, that started very young, but with association with ISAR Kolkata, we have secured 25 lakhs grant from the BIRAC to build a smart greenhouse system. So the challenge is not only about producing new varieties, but also producing it in millions of numbers. Now the results might look very interesting and alluring, but the pathway to achieve that result is not at all easy. As you can see, our team is composed with molecular biologists and plant producers who are having 25 years of experience in science and academia, and with our young entrepreneurial zeal, we think we can make a change. So I would like to finally finish my presentation with a single one-liner. Countries that own plant genetics own the future of commerce and food security. India has the biodiversity. It is a time to own its innovation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Novaplantis Pvt Limited. Any question from the investors?
Nice presentation, and the concept looks really amazing. You said that you started in 2026, right?
Yes.
You already received a grant of 25 lakhs from BIRAC. Why do you need, are you here to raise fund?
Yes, I am definitely to raise funds.
If
So I am here for two main concerns. One is definitely funding is there, and esteemed investors are present in front of me, but also to communicate what is required to build this ecosystem. Because saying one thing about saying we are going to build an ecosystem, and another thing is to say, sir, previously when talked about value chain systems and building cold chain systems and everything in the state, so that we can export. So that is the next thing. So not just funding, but also presenting the problems that we are facing when it comes to exporting our products to different destinations.
So a good suggestion for you to understand the free trade agreements that India has been signing across world, and you need to understand the kind of opportunity that lies there, whether it is Australia, European Union, EFTA, and so on and so forth. And certainly the biodiversity part that you are, the angle that you are talking about is important, but before that, you need to have a very concrete proposition in hand so that you can talk about it for the prospective exporters or agencies. So that's one aspect of it. The second part, you also need to understand the kind of certifications and compliances that are required. And because without that, your entry to export, because your first line is export. So without understanding a proper, the landscape over there, it would be very difficult for you. So that's one aspect when you are going to sell. But before that, one is the proposition, how you build that, what kind of scale that you can bring, what kind of manufacturing capabilities that you can bring, how you package it, all that is required. So I think, yeah, so I have not understood the funding part of it because you started very recently. So that's good part that you are still figuring out whether you need fund or not. But in terms of the scalability part of aspect of the business, you always need to go back and have a better study.
So the thing is, when we started this particular company, first thing we did was build associations with multiple European companies, particularly companies based in Netherlands. So there are companies based in legal firms which helps different innovators around the world to register their plant varieties in Europe and in the US as plant patents. So that you, as I said, that selling one item and getting revenue out of is one thing, and earning royalty out of is another thing. And they are also, as you know, Netherlands is the leader of this particular industry, and we are taking guidance from them about how to design our breeding program and also how to reach the European market, because it is not just about, you know, producing in your greenhouse and it's not just that is the challenge. There was a startup just before me, Bomb Life, who focused on, you know, biological control when it comes to diseases. So when you are exporting to Europe, you are using say XYZ chemicals which are banned. So your entire shipment will be cancelled. So for that particular reason, we are not just collaborating with European companies, we are taking advice from them also. So how to export to them without any problem, any hurdles we face. Unfortunate thing is, I have to say, because this is the platform, so for exporting, we need phytosanitary certifications to in X country that we are exporting. In Eastern India, BCKV, Bidhan Chandra Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, is the only organization, and when I say BCKV, I mean West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, and the entire Northeast. So BCKV has the authority to issue phytosanitary certification, but unfortunately, the faculty who was in charge, he retired 3 months back, and there will be a new notification of recruitment. It will take around 2 to 3 years for a fresh recruitment to happen, and only then they will be able to test and certify us. Otherwise, we have to travel to Institute of Plant Genomics in Delhi to get a phytosanitary certification. So these kind of challenges that I was talking about, it's not, so as I said, I'm lucky that, you know, people like Professor Siddhartha Roy and other scientists who from IICB or SINP has joined us, and I'm very positive about scientific talent that we have, but infrastructure is also needed to support that particular thing. Example, export delay happens, European party won't understand that our plant export authority only function in our airports from 10 to 5, okay? They will say, we are unserious people, we will just stop doing business with them. This I don't want, and this is a problem I want to, you know, present in this platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Novaplantis Pvt. Limited horticultural startup. You have come up with a lot of larger issues which are beyond our control. Those are all government level policies which we can't control. We can represent, but we can't control. So thank you very much.